I'm Jarret Coels, and I'm the campaign director with Energy United. Energy United is an organization dedicated to promoting common sense energy policy at every level of government all across the country. Too many of our political leaders are pandering to activists and leading Canada down a path of economic decline with their policies, and Energy United was created to lead Canada back to growth.
What actions could the federal government take to help Canada's energy sector?
The federal government needs to come out and say they fully support the continued growth and prosperity and progress and increased production of Canadian oil and natural gas. Right now, all of the messaging and language and signals they're giving to the international community and to Canadians are that Canada's industry is in decline and that they don't want to have any part of it. That is significantly hurting our ability to attract the capital that we need to grow our industry, to reduce emissions, and to create good paying jobs for Canadians. We just need the federal government to stand up and say that they actually support the industry, similar to how the federal government has done it in the United States. You see way more capital inflow to the United States, more projects being built, because they have a government that actually supports their industry, and we have a government that, at best, wants to see it gradually decline out of existence.
Do you believe a carbon tax is justified?
I think that even within our industry and Canadians, they expect you to be continuously improving and to reduce your environmental footprint and to reduce your emissions. We actually agree with that. We think that the solutions to the problems the industry are facing being presented by the federal government, like the carbon tax, are ineffective. There are other ways to reduce emissions. There are other ways to reduce our impact. The carbon tax is one that is, particularly on the consumer side, it's super expensive. It's costing people a lot of money, and there aren't those alternatives that they are readily available for them to go to. Those alternatives are even more expensive and upfront capital costs. So on the carbon tax, I think it's incredibly damaging to the consumer and our ability to reduce emissions at that level. If you look at who the top 10 oil producers are, the United States and Canada are two of the only really free and democratic ones.
What are some achievements in reclamation within the oil and gas industry that you're particularly proud of?
Reclamation, I think, is just continuously improving. If you look at the last oil sands project that got the Tech Frontier oil sands project, they were going to do some leading edge reclamation projects where we reclaim it as they go. So the reclamation is always changing. You've seen tons of pictures of reclaimed oil sands mines looking almost exactly like they were in their natural state. Like, I think the reclamation is important to industry.
Can you tell us a few things that keep you busy?
Well, I have 3 kids, so outside of that, I'm big into golf. Can't wait for the snow to fall for some snowboarding and just general exercise, reading, and hanging out with Crazy Robbie.
How can someone get a hold of you?
You can reach me at jarret@energyunited.ca, or just reach out at energyunited.ca or follow us at any of our social media platforms.